Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. It is Sunday morning in my world, and we're going to be looking at Amberlynn's video from, I think, Friday. And this one is titled Explaining My Diet, Starting Therapy, and Exercising Scares Me. And it's going to be a vlog. So looking at her video, which I have up so I can see the title, she has 35,000 views, and it's been up for since Friday morning. So that's not great for her typically, but she does have a little over 1,500 comments on it. So I'm not going to bother looking at them. So she had mentioned several videos ago that she was going to be starting something new for weight loss, but then she never expounded on that. So I'm wondering if that's this new diet. And starting therapy. I guess I don't know who this is with. We'll find out if this is with the psychologist that is part of her weight loss surgery program. And exercising scares her. I mean, at her size, I'm sure a lot of movements would be a little scary. But we'll see what she has to say about that. Because she could, there are things she can do sitting down that would be good for her. But I'm wondering if she has met with her weight loss surgery team yet, and maybe that's why the therapy's starting, but I feel a little crooked in my chair here. But we will see what Amberlynn has to tell us.
Hello. Welcome to a new
Hello,
vlog.
Amberlynn. Oh! We have dates! Hallelujah!
It's a Christmas miracle.
We have dates. March 20th. All right, so this is 6 days ago. All right. That was last Monday. From when I'm recording right now, it is last Monday.
So I actually just
So she wouldn't have received my package yet. That's it. I'm too excited about this. Why am I in shadow? I have the overhead light on. Oh, I just moved my camera. My bad. I am a YouTuber. There we go.
got back inside from taking Twinkie to the pots. So now I'm actually about to go through my bookshelf because it's kind of time we dust her and we go through her, organize her. I know you guys love that. So I'm actually doing a little bit of spring cleaning. I know I do that all year round, but you know what? Stop hating, okay?
Man, my shit's dusty too. I need to dust stuff. I still haven't cleaned my living room. I don't think I've shown you guys that video yet. Maybe I did. I still haven't taken care of that stuff because I've been upstairs, but we'll take care of it maybe today. We'll see.
Okay. So I wanted to show you like a before, and then I want to show you my after. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my books. I'm also going to dust this because it's dusty. I want to put them in order of like genre because I realized that what I used to enjoy reading, I actually hate it now. I used to venture towards like young adult things like suicide or foster care, addict, like people starting drugs and stuff, whatever. Like very much like serious topics, but written in the perspective of a young adult. But I noticed that that doesn't entertain me as much anymore.
Organizing my books by color would just drive me nuts. I have mine alphabetical by author almost, primarily. And on like a lower shelf are a lot of my textbooks and things from university. I do have my degree in English, so I read a lot of books. And I have a lot of like anthologies and things from my literature classes, and those are down below on the bottom shelf. Um, if I think to, I will show you my quote library while I am talking about it right now. But then I also have like my cozy mysteries up top, and then all of my fantasy novels on the other side of my Tolkien section up top. But yeah, I try to organize by where I can actually find things. Instead of like, oh, let's put it in color. I mean, yeah, it looks pretty, but can you find anything?
I prefer thriller, psychological, etc., etc. Like give me
Those are interesting books as well. I don't read physical books a lot anymore. I have physical books, but I've been listening to some audiobooks, and I don't listen to my usual genre on audiobooks. Um, I just don't take the time to sit down and read anymore. I need to, but
book with a good plot and a good twist, multiple twists, like I'll be there for it. So I'm actually going to take all these, read the backs of them. Like it's going to take me a minute or two, not gonna lie. And then I'm going to get rid of some, separate them between genres and ones that I know that I'll enjoy more, etc., etc. So first things first, I got all the books. I haven't gone through them yet, but I wanted to place them.
I think that's an IKEA Kallax shelf because that's what I have back here behind me. Except mine's much larger for my comics.
Somewhere so I could dust. So I'm going to dust first. It gets so dusty so quick. Like I feel like I just did this. So, and then I'm going to wipe with like actual spray. Oh my God, things get dusty fast. Especially when you have really furry
when you have pets.
Animals. Yeah. All right. So this took a lot longer than expected, but I've officially gone through every single book that I have and I put them in order. All of these are like thriller, plot twisty, and then we kind of start getting into like books that are less heavy on that, like around here. So I think out of all of these books, maybe 3 are young adult. My reading has definitely matured as I started reading more.
If you like to read young adult novels, read them. I have some young adult vampire, like fantasy novels in there that I enjoy. At least I used to. I mean, I'm sure I still enjoy them, but I'm behind on them. I don't do a lot of the heavy reading like I did in college. Like, oh, let's read this book and analyze it. After I got my degrees, I'm like, I'm going to read just supernatural fantasy books because I just didn't have the mental energy anymore to analyze and really think deeply about what I was reading.
I mean, I'm 32, so obviously my reading is going to mature, but there is nothing wrong with reading young adult because there's some crazy young adult books out there that touch on hard-hitting topics.
There's some good ones.
These are the ones I am getting rid of. So I actually have not read any of these, and I'm not really interested in doing.
I think the Abhorsen series by Garth Nix, I read that probably 20 years ago, 15, 16 years ago. I think that was classified as young adult. It's a really good story. It's really interesting. Abhorsen, Abhorsen, is the first book in the trilogy. It's really good. One of my books is missing. I think I loaned it to a friend and it got never returned.
So we are just cooking lunch here. This is just some fresh broccoli, some rice. Selena's making some sauce for her homemade meatballs, which she is amazing at making. She already cooked them. She's taking them out. And now she is making a homemade sauce to put on top.
Very uniform inside.
I know I have not been showing my food lately, which I will explain in this video the reason why. But I figured, screw it. This is what I'm eating. All right, you guys, it is P.O. Box time.
P.O. Box time. P.O. Box time. Hey, it's P.O. Box time. When I get time, I'll make a new jingle thing.
So obviously you guys know if you're interested in sending me anything, here is my P.O. Box.
I need to check a message.
All right, so first things first is this from Holly's Enchanted Books. Okay. And let me tell you, the packaging, so cute. So this is actually like blind date with a book, which is so cute. I love this.
I've seen those before.
So
it's really
she has a business. She sent me these really adorable bookmarkers, which I definitely needed. And you can tell that she did this herself. It's on this like wood. So cute. So you can actually find her channel. It is called The Enchanted Library of Holly Christine, where she talks about books. And then you can also go to her Etsy shop, which is Holly's Enchanted Books, where she does blind date with a book. She does handmade bookmarks and custom bookish art. And she's going to be adding junk journal soon, which awesome. And she has a a discount code, excuse me, which is ALR15, which I will put here, and you can receive 15% off. But look how freaking adorable. So literally all you know is what it says up top. So it's mystery and young adult contemporary. This one is matchmaking, mean girls, family business, and finding love with an app. And then the mystery is beautiful island with murderous past. Ooh, 6 gorgeous friends. Seclusion. Okay, I'm dumb. Missing people and murder. Wow. So I'm going to put these on my shelf, and I'm actually not going to even open these, but when I do for a vlog, I definitely will open them when I want to read them. But I kind of like the fact that it's like mystery, and I'm like, what am I going to get myself into? So thank you so much, Holly. I think this is an awesome business idea, and I am obsessed. So next we
Yeah, that was really cool of her to send those to Amber. It is a really good business idea. I've read about it, like some bookstores will do that. Beautiful packaging though, and those bookmarks were really nice. So, you go, Holly.
Have an Amazon package. There's rumors out here that people think that I'm actually sending this stuff to myself. You guys, I do have people who love me. I have people who enjoy me and who support me and who I make friends with. Not everyone hates me. And for certain people, like reaction channels, to say that I'm actually sending this to myself, it's because your community dislikes me. Your community thinks I'm a liar. Your community doesn't think that I have people who love and support me. Whether you're sending me stuff or you're not, you're supporting me and you're sweet and you're kind. Like people in my messages, unfortunately, they don't get to share that kindness and that support in my comments because people are so harsh. But I'm not sending this stuff to myself. When I buy myself something,
Yeah, I don't I've never thought that. I don't know who's been saying that. Um, but yeah, I mean, she does have people that support her. We've seen it, and it's and not just the French speakers. I mean, she does have people that support her, and good for her. She does need that in her life.
I tell you guys, hey, this is an Amazon haul, etc., etc. So it's weird. And it's also like, these are physical people sending me these things so they can just clarify themselves. Like, yeah, I sent that to her. Like the whole thing where someone sent me like pads or whatever. Oh, baby, do you need some pads? Why would I do that to myself? I just wouldn't. That person was rude and cruel, but like it didn't get to me like they thought it would at all. And
Yeah, so it may not have been a person. It may have just been a random, like, promotional item sent from the company.
I don't know. Y'all just reach.
And they don't know that Amberlynn had a hysterectomy, but I believe they were for incontinence instead of her cycle, which I mentioned this in the last video.
This is a fun opportunity. It's great for my channel. I love actually getting letters from people. I'm actually about to read one. And this is it's just fun, you guys. Not everything has to be turned into like a conspiracy or like Amberlynn is lying or betraying. It just, people want to take the fun out of everything and the joy out of everything that I show. And it's just like, it's a lot. So just calm down. I understand you have to make drama for your channel because you're boring and you can't create your own content. You know who I'm talking about. Anyways,
Are you talking about Zachary or Jordy? I haven't seen you watch anybody else. Probably talking about Jordy.
get on to this package. So I like to read the little note first, obviously. Oh my gosh. So Teresa sent me some coloring books that she actually illustrated. Wow, y'all are talented. Like I have some talented people. Like let me tell you, to create your own. Whoa, wait, you created these? Get your crayon. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Wow, that's the one I just flipped to. Let's flip to another one. As long as you know who you are and what makes you happy, it doesn't matter how others see you. Wait, I'm obsessed. And then this one, look how pretty. Bloom and Letters. Floral alphabet coloring book for adults. I'm obsessed. Look how gorgeous. I'm going to color these. Yes, I am. Coloring can be great self-love because it's therapeutic. Self-care, self-love, same thing. I know a lot of people get on to me because I like to color, which is so weird because adults do color. And if you go to therapy, they'll tell you, color, it's good for you. So thank you so much, Teresa. Like I appreciate it so much for you sending me those. So we have a little blue envelope here. You know me, just sending myself letters and cards. Like, come on. Sorry, I'm a little snappy right now because it's just like, people are a lot. People are really a lot. Ooh, this is so pretty. Look at that. Hello. And it has like texture. Okay, let me read this in private. Thank you so much, Cody. I appreciate the card so much. So I'm getting like a lot of packages and I obviously don't want to like do a ton at one time, but me and Feline keep filling this one and we're like, what is this? I swear to you, there's eggs in here.
There's no eggs. I thought there were shoes at first.
Baby, this is an egg. This is an egg carton. I
shake it around.
Like if you send me something crazy, I'm able to figure out who did it. Like there's tracking, there's a whole situation. Like if you go to the USPS and
I need to know.
Me like terrified right now.
I was so fucking right.
Oh my god, I had Feline open, I was too scared. Oh my god, I saw these on TikTok. Oh my god. These are like the craziest shoes ever. Oh my god, this literally felt like eggs. Thank you, Bob and Christina. I'm sorry that I thought you sent me an egg carton for funsies. I have seen these shoes on freaking TikTok. Wait, I have never been more excited. I actually wanted to
I've
try a
seen
pair.
these too.
You have?
Yeah.
This looks like something you'd wear around the house for
It
sure.
does, doesn't it?
Huh.
Yes, like comfy, cozy. Wait, I'm gonna try
Slippers?
these on like right now.
They don't look
Wait,
very
these feel
comfortable.
so cool. Thank you. So I still have tons of other stuff to open for you guys and stuff like that, but we're just doing this like, you know, a few at a time because I don't want to bombard anybody. But thank you guys so much. Like, I could just make like whole video. I could just make like whole videos, obviously just dedicated to this, but I like, you know, sprinkling it. And you know what? Wait, I'm too excited. I need to stop talking. I'm gonna go try these on. I'll be right back.
Shuffle, shuffle,
I have
shuffle.
packaging stuff all over my dress. So, you guys, it literally feels like I am walking on a pillow or something. You want to try them, boo? You guys, low-key. Damn, my hair is a mess today. Low-key,
Huh.
those shoes are comfy. Like,
Amberlynn and I almost match in the color of the shirts we're wearing today.
for around the house, hell yeah. Thank you. Okay, you guys, so I actually had a few people ask me if I've been exercising, moving more, etc. Yes, I have. But I obviously do not talk about everything in my life. A lot of people assume if I'm not showing something, then I'm not doing something. Not how it works. So what I do is I write down what I'm going to do, how many times I'm going to do it on a piece of paper. I like things that are more attainable, that I can physically see, mark off. So what I do is I do each of these things 3 times, and then I write how many reps that I did. My goal is to always do the same or more than I did the day before. So I stretch, I walk in place, I do warm-ups, crunches, leg kicks, punches, and high knees. I do all of these things 3 times for as long as I can, or what feels not comfortable, because you don't want to be comfortable when you're working out. That's not exactly the right word for it, but
high knees for Amberlynn isn't, I hate to say it, but her high knees is just raising her foot like 6 inches up off the ground, if even that. Yeah, so there's an app called Fit Notes that I use to track my workouts, and you can also track weight and body measurements as well in there. If anybody's looking for a way to track their exercise, Fit Notes is a good one.
Until you just can't do it anymore without like hurting yourself, obviously. So I'm gonna go do those. No, this is not a workout with me. I'm gonna do it alone, like I have been doing it. But I kind of just wanted to introduce it to you guys that yes, I do have a little exercise routine that I do. And then I just put it in a folder and I redo the same thing tomorrow. Sorry for the sloppy handwriting, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like.
Not sloppy
Super
at
simple,
all.
and this is just easiest for me because I like visualizing, you know. And
Arm up. If she's doing this, those are called shoulder presses, Amberlynn. Arm ups.
there's a reason why I really like reading books. Some people have been telling me to get a Kindle, which I do have a Kindle, but it just doesn't feel the same. I like physical in my hand.
Same.
That is why I like pen to paper. Not everything has to be technology based. Alrighty, so here it is. Here is how I did. W stand for whole and S's stand for separate. So whole just simply means instead of counting 1 rep as 1 punch, it just means 1 rep is like both your arms. Same with like the leg kicks, but I do high knees separate. So that's just what that means. But yeah.
Okay.
So one of the main reasons why I wanted to, got a little fuzz. One of the main reasons why I wanted to talk about like my exercising today is because I wanted to talk a little bit about like, I get anxiety exercising. I get really bad anxiety, sometimes like verge of panic attack, and that's scary for me. And I know what is causing it, but I don't know how to stop that anxiety feeling. So what is causing it is rapid, like heart, just your heart beating quicker than usual. It's not beating above beyond what it should be. It's at a really good rate when I exercise, but I correlate my heart beating really, really fast with anxiety and vice versa. Anxiety makes me have a really fast heart rate, but then me having a really fast heart rate gives me anxiety. So it's like this like vicious cycle. Obviously, that anxiety is not stopping me from exercising. It just doesn't take away that feeling. I actually hate it. And I don't feel like it's irrational because obviously someone my size, like your heart beating fast is a scary feeling because being the size, your heart has to work more than the average. That's an obvious thing. So I wouldn't say it's really irrational. So usually if something irrationally gives me anxiety, obviously still hard to overcome, but it's more so like I'm able to be like practical and rational and be like, girl, come on now. But with something that isn't irrational, like I feel like this is actually pretty rational that I get anxiety from that. I think that's what scares me more because it's like, okay, so you have a reason. So is that reason true? Is your heart really okay? Is it about to combust? It is what it is, but it's not stopping me from exercising. Everything that I am doing is totally fine. It's nothing too extreme. Obviously, I'm not gonna like overdo it. Although there are times where I'm like, damn, like ouch. But that's just like if I'm using my muscles more than I normally would. So I just feel like I'm rambling, but really that's the reason why I wanted to introduce, like, yeah, I do exercise and yeah, this is what I do. But this is why I don't really talk about it because it doesn't bring me joy like it would other people. Everyone always says exercise lets off certain, endorphins. It makes you feel good. Not me. Nope. So
It does. I mean, it's a chemical thing in your brain. It doesn't just not work for you, really. So exercising because it gets her heart rate up scares her. Is that what I'm hearing? That the whole exercise scares me because it gets the heart rate up. Um, and that gives her a panic attack, but it also worries her because it makes her heart beat faster, and that's not a good thing for somebody her size. Is that what I'm hearing here?
I just don't want to like persuade anyone into like not exercising or like whatever, like because exercising is really good for you, but I just get anxiety exercising. So I do have a little bit of updates when it comes to weight loss surgery. I do have more. So welcome to weight loss surgery update. I get really excited doing these updates because every update just means I'm a step closer and it's just really exciting. So the psychologist who actually approved me originally for
Yes.
surgery, I have been emailing with him. There are some things that I do not want to talk about right now, which I will talk about eventually. But right now, I just feel like to protect myself, my mental, and my privacy, I'm not going to get into it. But I will say there have been some developments. I do have my appointment with my team, including the surgeon, coming up, and I'm so excited. I think things might be different. I don't really know, but as of right now, they want me to do 12 sessions with a therapist. I can do 2 sessions a week. I can do 1 session every 2 weeks. So obviously, the quicker I do it, the better. But it's not just up to me, Yeah, I actually officially have a new psychologist, and I'm really excited. I asked the psychologist who originally approved me for weight loss surgery. I'm sorry, this is going to get confusing because there's a lot of professionals and I try to give you guys what I can. I ended up asking him, I was like, do you recommend any therapists or psychologists? Anyone good? Anyone that you feel like would be a good fit with me? And he actually sent over 6 and I chose one. I called and I made an appointment. So my appointment for that is also coming up and that'll be my first session. So depending on how this session goes is going to be a deciding factor for me if I want to do 2 a week or if I want to do just 1 a week or how I want to do it. Obviously, I feel like I don't want to be too extreme and do it twice a week, but we'll see. I definitely don't.
But she also wants to have surgery quicker. And if getting through this quicker means she can possibly have surgery quicker, she'll want to get through it quicker. So I wonder if the psychologist, if one of these developments is, he's like, yeah, given her history, maybe we should hold off for a year. I don't know. Guess we'll find out, maybe.
I'm going to do it every other week because obviously I want the weight loss surgery like sooner the better. So I can either get this done in a month and a half or 3 months. And to me, either one of those options is actually really good. So there is something else I want to mention because people are asking like, why don't you show your food?
So as I'm editing this, I had the thought, is the goal just to get through 12 sessions, or is it to also work on something in particular? I mean, just having a goal of just 12 sessions, but not making any progress on anything doesn't seem very good.
Like what you're eating. And you guys heard me be a little snarky over there when I was showing you what I had for lunch today. And it's because people judge. It's like so harsh. And it's like, this is a moment for me where I just feel like the judgment is like, it makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though I know what I'm doing is right.
We do
People are
judge.
expecting me to be on the pre-op diet. I'm not on the pre-op diet. I'm not approved for weight loss surgery, so I'm not on the pre-op diet. People are getting
She won't be on that until it's much closer.
really confused with that, and I think that's becoming like frustrating to me because it's like people are expecting me to like be eating like the tiniest amount of food ever, and I'm just like, no, that's not what this is. That's not the plan they have me on. That's not what my dietitian wants for me. That my dietitian tells me if I'm doing something wrong, if I'm doing something right, what she wants me to do. And having 2 eggs and 2 servings of Spam is okay. And I'm talking about when I had eggs and Spam, but I'm having some Spam and some eggs. So that's what I'm having. People were like coming for me. And I'm like, this is 2 eggs, which I'm allowed to have. It's 2 eggs. But people were saying how it looks like it's 5 eggs. I'm like, I couldn't even stomach 5 eggs. Like, if you guys know, I have egg intolerance. Comes and goes. It's gotten a lot better in the last few years, thank God. So
Yeah, that wasn't
eating 2
5
scrambled eggs
eggs.
is fine. And like recently, like I showed you guys like this quinoa ground turkey situation type deal that I absolutely loved. Calorie wise, it's 408 calories. What this is we have broccoli, we have a serving of guac, quinoa.
So the amount of quinoa and turkey in that bowl seemed a little off for it to have been split into thirds, the bag of quinoa. Um, I think that's what people, but I mean, based on the information she gave us, her calories weren't too terribly far off on this meal, but
Onion and ground turkey and pico de gallo. And I had all the calories and I told you guys the calories, and I had the calories because I physically had the nutrition packet right in front of me. And there was people with the audacity to say, no, that's like 900 calories. Like 1 serving of ground turkey is like 250 calories. And I'm like, I have the physical nutrition packet right in front of me. Like, I know how to count calories. I'm just
no, you
an
don't.
idiot who doesn't do it. Like, that is why I need help, because I didn't do the right things and I never do the right things for long term. And that's why weight loss surgery is there, is to help people like me. But it's just exhausting. It's so exhausting to like, literally, I feel like I am.
Because she doesn't always count her calories correctly. Especially whenever she's not weighing things out or measuring and she's just guessing, then she could be off by hundreds of calories each day if she's not actually measuring her food. Whenever her goal is to stay within a certain calorie range to lose weight.
Talking to a wall. Obviously, I don't mean that towards everyone who's watching me. I'm talking about the people who are just so reluctant on finding me in a lie or seeing if I'm like eating the wrong foods or the right foods or all this stuff. And I'm just like,
I don't think there's any, I really try hard to have the mindset of there are no good or bad foods, there's just food. Are there some foods that are better choices than others? Certainly. I mean, you could have a candy bar or some fruit. The fruit would be the better option, right, for a snack, but food is food. It's all going to fuel you. Some just fuel you better or give you better nutrients, keep you fuller. I mean, there is a difference in the quality of food, but I mean, food is food. You can't really give it attributes of good or bad.
what? Like, it's just crazy. It's just like, focus on you. Honestly, focus on you. Like, stop comparing. Every program for weight loss surgery is different. And I've learned that the hard way. But I've also learned that the good way. Is that a saying? Probably not. Because I feel like what is happening for me is happening for a reason. And it's just like, worry about you. Worry about what you're eating. I don't show
I
what
tried
I'm
to. I haven't been
eating
eating well
for
lately.
judgment and advice. No, I don't. I don't need it. I have professionals for that now. And people are constantly saying, follow professionals. I am. That is why I'm here. That is what I'm doing. And I'm not on the pre-op diet. I think that's what people are getting super confused with. I'm not supposed to be just eating these tiny, tiny portions. That's not what they told me to do. Honestly, my lack of being transparent with what I'm eating is simply because I don't feel comfortable at all. And I don't feel safe in that. So I'm just, gonna show when I want, when I don't want. It's gonna be rare. Like, I would love to come on here and show you guys more of what I'm making, what I'm eating, what I'm doing. It's just, I don't feel comfortable, and I'm only going to share what I'm comfortable sharing. That doesn't mean I'm off track. That doesn't mean I'm gaining weight because I'm not telling you guys my weight. I'm not telling you guys my weight because I do better when I don't do weigh-ins. Like, every single time I've lost a large chunk of weight, it's because I did not talk about my weigh-ins.
That is
when
true.
I lost 106 pounds, it's because
whenever she kept her weight loss journey off of Facebook, good grief, off of YouTube, she did a lot better. She lost weight. And if that's what she needs to do to lose weight, then she should do that and just tell us that, hey, look, I'm not going to be sharing this information right now, but I'll give you updates later.
I stopped doing weigh-ins. I stopped talking about my weight. Everyone thought I gained weight. And I came on here and I said, nope, here's your proof. And that's happened a couple of other times. And it's just like, I do better when I don't have to like prove myself to people, because that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to prove myself to anybody. I feel like the people who get angry and annoyed that I'm not showing my food or my weight or whatever it may be is only because people want to pick apart those things. It's not because they actually care. They just want to pick apart what I'm doing. And I don't want that. I'm not in that type of like headspace. So I'm not going to give that. And if that means people are going to be angry with me, whatever, because people are angry with me regardless. It's like, I can never win. I can never do right. And that's just like how it's always going to be, I feel like. So obviously I still want to have comment of the day, even though, or question of the day, excuse me. I'm just used to saying comment of the day because I used to do that a lot. Even though things got a little heated here, it's just, I want to have the freedom to express myself. And I just feel uncomfortable right now. And that's okay.
We go in cycles of this. She's constantly saying, I feel like I can't express myself, but then I'm going to try, but then I'm not. Girl, it's your channel. Do whatever the hell you want to do. If you need to not read the comments, don't read the comments and just do what you want to do.
But the question today from Instagram is...
Real quick before she gets into that. If there are a lot of people coming saying, hey, I think your calories are off on this, maybe she needs to look at her calorie counting and make sure she's doing it correctly. But she sees even constructive criticism as hate.
What are some of your favorite self-care things? They put shopping, journaling, etc. Journaling used to be a really big one for me, but now I firmly believe self-care is also like self-love and doing things that you love, things that put you in a good like therapeutic state or just a calming state. And for some people that's meditation, for some people that's yoga. For me, it's things like art, like poetry, or it's things as simple as like doing Legos, like the tediousness of it all. Like I literally love it. And I also really like to play like games on my phone. You got games on your phone? Yeah, I have quite a few. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like it's a long one. I don't know. I feel like I filmed so much today. So I need to start editing this. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Yeah, that was a long one from Amberlynn. Mine is also kind of long. Not too much longer than hers though, but yeah, I'm glad she's doing physical activity. I need to get to the gym more or exercise at home. I can't speak today. Exercise at home more. I need to get my eating back on track too. But speaking of which, I need to go downstairs and start some buffalo chicken chili before D&D. So let me know what you think of Amberlynn down below this video. Her starting therapy, her being scared of exercising because of the heart rate, all that jazz. Let me know what you think down below. Like, subscribe, share if you want to share. I don't care. But just watch. I love that. I love you watching. Leave me a comment. I love reading your comments. And I hope you've had an amazing weekend. Have an amazing week. And until next time, be safe and take care.